everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a polygel nail set. Recently, I've been really loving polygel nails. I started my channel off by doing polygel, and I have like an entire polygel wall full of polygels. But in today's video, I'm going to be trying the Model 1's new Hema free polygel. I have not tried their Hema free version before. I have tried Model 1's polygel, and I feel like it is a really great beginner-friendly polygel, and I really love using it. But they recently launched a Hema free version of their polygel. So this is what I'm going to be trying out in today's video. And this polygel can be purchased from Amazon. They did send over 2 colors to me, if I'm remembering correctly. I think I picked out a glitter and a nude polygel color. I can't remember for sure, but we are going to open these up, swatch them, and of course try these out in today's video. And I am super excited. This is also really great if you do have a Hema allergy, or if you are allergic. You can get this Hema free polygel and be able to still do your own polygel nails. So let's go ahead and jump right in here. These are also 60-gram tubes, which is super duper nice. A lot of the times with like polygel nail kits, it'll be like a standard 15 ml tube of polygel, but these are actually a much larger size, so that is really nice. So I am just ready to jump in, check out what colors these are, and then of course try out this Model 1's Hema free polygel, doing a fun polygel nail set. So before we jump in and actually do the polygel nails, I do quickly just want to unbox these and, like I said, swatch them so I can see what colors I have. I think one of these is a glitter polygel and one is a nude shade. But again, these are the Hema free polygels from Model 1's. So let's go ahead and just open these up. Real quick, I just want to share the back of the box. It does show the ingredients, directions, storage, warning, and contact us. And both of these boxes are the exact same. And then there's just a little sticker here that does seal up the polygel. Oh my goodness, look at this tube of polygel. It is huge. And then in here, we also do have a user manual for the Hema free polygel. And this just goes into depth for the nail preparation, the application. Okay, never mind. I thought this was the instructions for how to apply full cover nail tips, but I was wrong. They are just sizing out the dual form. So the nail prep, the application, and it also does show the removal process and some tips. And then we have the polygel. This is a very large tube of polygel. Like I said, these are 60-gram tubes, and this color here is 0007. And like I said, it does look to be like a nude shade. Let's go ahead and open this box up as well. So this also does have the user manual inside the box here, and I was right. This one is a glitter polygel 0009. So we have a nude or like a pink shade and a glitter shade of polygel. Oh my goodness, this is so cool. Generally, the Model 1's polygel tubes are black. So for their Hema free polygel tubes, they're white and orange. I really like that. So let's go ahead and swatch these colors. There is like a little swatch sticker on here, but I really always love to actually swatch a polygel color and see what the actual color like gives. So they do have that little seal just like any other standard polygel. And oh my goodness, look at that. That color is so pretty. That is a very beautiful nude pink polygel color. Oh my goodness, I'm super happy with that one there. And then we also have the glitter, which looks to be like a gold glitter polygel. Oh my goodness, so pretty. These are so easy to squeeze out of the tube. I was not expecting that because it's a little chilly in my nail room, but they are easy to squeeze out. So here are the two color swatches, a very beautiful pinky nude color and also a gold glitter. They do also have other colors available. So if you do not like these two colors, but you need Hema-free polygel, or you want to try the Modelones Hema-free polygel, definitely check out what other colors they do have available, because these are not the only two colors. They do have a much larger selection of polygel colors. So these are two very beautiful colors. I feel like they also pair really well together. So I probably will end up using both of these in today's nail set. I wasn't completely sure what colors I was going to end up with, so I don't really have a nail set in mind or what exactly I want to do yet. So I'm going to go ahead, give it a little bit of thought, and then I will hop right back and we will start doing these polygel nails. And that's where I'll actually try these polygels. I'll see if the formula seems the same as the normal Modelones polygels, if I like using them, and then also like the consistency, if they're a stiffer or a stickier polygel, which I will talk all about once we actually get into doing the nails. So I have decided that I do want to use both colors of polygel. I'm going to be doing some solid nails and also two ombre nails. So I have my doll forms all sized out and I have them on this little nail stand here just because I find that easiest. I also like to mold all of my doll forms first before applying them. So I will be going in with all of the polygel, and then once the doll forms are molded, that's when I will go in and apply the nails to my natural nails. So I am ready to go ahead and start. I am going to start with the two ombre nails just because I think that's best to get that out of the way. So I'm going to do an ombre nail on my index and on my ring finger, of course, using the gold and pink polygel. For the tip color, or my first color in the ombre, it is going to be the gold polygel. So I am just going to apply that to the tip of the doll form there. And then of course I have done this method before. I really like doing ombres in doll forms. It's super easy to do, especially if you're using a glitter polygel, because most glitter polygels, they have a clear base, so it makes it super easy to be able to ombre that polygel. So I'm just going to go ahead, apply that polygel to the nail, and then I'm going to ombre or blend it up the nail. And this is turning out really nice so far, even though we have just started, but this is looking really, really good. Another quick tip when you are doing ombres using doll forms is to actually take the nail off of your nail stand if you're using a nail stand, and look at the underside, or more or less the top side of the nail, just to be sure that you are liking how the nail is turning out and how like your ombre and how your blending is looking. So once I do like that, I'm just going to go ahead and set that aside for now, and I will go ahead and do the second ombre, repeating that same process, just applying my first color of polygel to the doll form, first color being the gold polygel, and then working this up the nail, and then where I get it, when I get it to where I want it to stop, I will start to then ombre and create that beautiful blend. And then once I go in with my second color, that's where it's actually going to finish and complete the ombre. Like I said, doing ombres with doll forms, it is a very easy process. I mean, this is taking me no time whatsoever, and I'm going to have two very beautiful ombre nails. Once I am finished with this nail here, I will actually flash cure this first color of polygel, because I don't want, when I go in like with my second color of polygel, I don't want this first color to blend with that second color. I want to keep everything separate from each other, so I am going to go ahead and now flash cure these nails, and then we'll go in with our second color of polygel. So here are the two ombre nails with that first first color of Polygel. Everything is looking good so far. Also want to mention that gold Polygel, it seems the same as any other Modelones Polygel I used, even though it is their Hema free like collection or like their edition. It seems the same as their other Polygels. I'm not having any like hard time working with it. So now I want to do a actual full gold nail using the gold Polygel. So I'm just going to squeeze this out into the entire nail. And I feel like this is really just going to allow me to see if I like the consistency of the Polygel. And again, it's so easy to work with, just like any other Modelones Polygel that I have used. It's a very easy consistency to work with and move around. It is not a sticky consistency where I'm constantly needing to dip my brush, and this is even a glitter Polygel. Like I mentioned, glitter polygels generally have a clear base, and clear polygels can tend to be a little bit stickier, but I'm not having any issues with this gold glitter polygel here. This molded to my doll form very quickly, very easily, and I barely even had to dip my brush, which just shows that the Polygel consistency is not sticky whatsoever. I cannot stand sticky Polygel, like constantly needing to dip my brush, having the Polygel stick to my brush. But these Modelones Hema free polygels, they are really great. So I am finished with the gold polygel. I'm now going to move in with the second color here. I'm going to do 2 full solid nails using this, and then this will also be my second color to the ombre nails. Keep in mind, I'm not doing any curing at this point. I did not cure the pinky gold full nail. The only curing I did were on those 2 ombre nails. I just did a quick flash cure. That way when I go in with my second color here, I'm not going to have the gold actually mix with the pink. It's just going to be able to overlap and create that beautiful blend. So I'm just applying that color to the cuticle area, the part of the doll form that has no polygel, and I'm just going to mold that down onto the like gold part of the nail. That way those 2 colors can connect and I can finish off the blend and the ombre. Like I said, it is so easy to do ombre nails using doll forms. When I was first using doll forms, I actually really hated them and did not like using them, but I did not know that there were so many techniques that you could do using doll forms. Like for example, ombre nails. I did not know you could do ombre using polygel in doll forms, but you definitely can, and it's also a very easy process. Another thing, I feel like doll forms can be tricky. Like I said, when I started using them at first, I really hated them, but that they really grew on me. And I think honestly, it's just because I got better with polygel and I understood how to work with polygel a little bit more. A little bit of polygel goes a long way because it is such a thick gel. And I feel like that's something I struggled with a lot, because when you're using your doll forms, you really only need just the smallest amount of polygel, because you don't need much at all because the polygel is so thick. And it's just, if you're applying way too much polygel to your doll forms, that's where you're gonna have the mess and like everything oozing out, and it's just not going to be good whatsoever. And I think that's really the main thing that I struggled with. But once I realized like a little bit goes a long way, I think I just got better with it. And again, with anything, practice does make perfect. But I am really loving these Modelones Hema free polygels. They are very similar to their normal formula, and they're also just really great quality. Like I said, very beginner friendly and easy to use. They also are on the stiffer side, which I like, but not like super stiff either. They're very easy to move around, and this nail set is flying right by. I mean, I'm literally on my last nail now, and we're almost ready to actually get these applied to our natural nails. So definitely rate this polygel a 10 out of 10. And if you do have an allergy to Hema, but like using polygel, definitely recommend checking out this Hema free polygel from Modelones. So here are the doll forms after I have all of the polygel molded, and again, I really loved the Modelones Hema free polygel. It was super easy to work with and also just a very quick and easy process to be able to mold it to the doll forms. I did not have any issues. I was not constantly needing to dip my brush. It was a very great formula and consistency. I would say it is on the stiffer side, but not too stiff to where like you're having such a hard time molding it around. It is very easy and very nicely formulated. I would definitely recommend this polygel. But we are now ready to get these applied. So to apply my doll forms, I just pop them right off of the nail stands, and then I go directly in and place it onto my natural nail. My natural nails are also prepped how I want them. I will have a natural nail prep video linked up in the cards, but for today's natural nail prep, I just did it off camera applying a peel off base coat. Of course, if you want your nails to last, you will want to go in with a natural nail prep routine, which again, I will have one of those videos linked up in the cards showing my step-by-step natural nail prepping process. But I am now just going to apply the doll forms. So I just place it down onto my natural nail, and then I be sure to clean up any polygel on the underside or on my skin. And then I do always go in and do a flash cure. I will just do a flash cure, that way the nail doesn't move around. And then I will repeat the same exact process, applying all of the other nails. Once I do have all of the nails applied, I will go ahead and go into my large full powered nail lamp to do my full cure. And with polygel, I like to do 2 full cures, 60 seconds with my palm facing down and 60 seconds with my palm facing up. And I do that to ensure that the polygel is getting a good full cure all the way through. Here are the nails after I have them applied and I did my full cure. I'm now just going to take my little nail stand here and clean up any of this remaining sticky tack on these doll forms. I just want to pick that off of there. And then I am going to go ahead and get these doll forms removed. Let's hope for the best. I always struggle with this, especially if I do like a full doll form. I'm actually going to take a lint-free wipe and kind of wipe off the sticky layer. Sometimes if you do that, it tends to help with like the polygel with the doll form just like popping off a little bit easier. So now let's try to get these doll forms off. Oh my goodness, I think this one's already lifting from my natural nail. Oh, that's so sad. And it did. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and reattach that. I'll just glue it back on. Hopefully these other ones pop off. Okay, there goes that one. No, oh my goodness. Is today just a bad day for my peel off base coat? Yes, definitely a bad day for my peel off base coat. I just had 3 of these pop off and I'm gonna have to glue them back on. Oh my goodness, okay. I'm going to go ahead and get these glued back on real quick. So now I am curious, am I going to have any better luck here, or are these just going to pop off again? Hopefully we can just get the doll forms. And don't worry, if you prep your natural nails, you are not going to have that issue whatsoever. Okay, last one. Yes, okay. These are looking really cute. Oh my goodness, these two colors pair very well together. I'm now going to go in and again, just wipe down the sticky layer, and then I will go in with my filing and buffing. Here are how the nails are looking. They are looking really great. I'm now going to go in with the Model 1's Hema Free Glossy Top Coat. I'm going to go ahead and apply this to all of the nails. I am going to be blinging out these nails. I'm not sure exactly how blinged I'm going to make them, but I do know I have some gold and black charms and rhinestones that I want to add to these nails. I think that black will be a good added bonus to this nail set. Like the black and gold, I think it will pair really well together, plus with this pink nude color. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply my rhinestones and my charms using a rhinestone glue gel after the top coat has been cured. So here are the nails after I have all of my rhinestones and charms applied. These turned out really, really cute. I am loving the placement of the charms and rhinestones. I'm now going to go in with my Model 1's cuticle oil. I'm going to apply that to my cuticles, rub that in to nourish them, and of course, like I always say, top off the nail set. And here is the finishing look of how these nails turned out. I am absolutely obsessed. This was a very quick and easy nail set to do. I also really just love the two polygel colors together. And then also I feel like recently, or like I don't really do too many blinged out nail sets. I know this isn't like super blinged out, but with the charms and the rhinestones, it definitely is bling to me. I really love how it turned out. It's also very easy to just like apply some rhinestones and charms, and I do have a lot of them that I would really love to be able to use. I also am really loving the black with the gold. I feel like those two colors are very fitting together. I will be leaving the links to all of the products that I did use down below in the description box in case you guys do want to pick anything up for yourselves. I definitely recommend trying out this Hema-free polygel from Modelones. It is really, really great and the perfect consistency for beginners. I really hope you all did enjoy today's video, but as always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.